Well, good morning, everybody. And I don't know whether it's going to be a beautiful day or a terrible day. The sun was up when I got up, and now I think it looks pretty bad and starting to get yucky. However, it's never yucky when by the way, I am the Gabb. When, in case you don't know, Gabby, with my never yucky, always sunny Randy Layman of Chook Chicken, which is probably, if I had to pick a bright spot, it would be Chook at all times. Well, it's warm and comfy and sunny and perfect. So how are you in this crazy, crazy week? Or month?
I'm doing pretty well. And luckily we have this rotisserie ripping back here. So if it does get cold, I can go warm up back there, which is always a nice little perk. But yeah, we're doing good. It's been a challenging month in the industry as a whole. And we're getting ready to open up a new location, which is always a challenge, but seems to be an especially kind of fun one to figure out right now, but we're doing pretty well.
Okay, I want to hit on both those subjects, but before we do, tell somebody, in case there is somebody in the world of Denver at least, that does not know what Chook Chicken is. Chook Charcoal Chicken.
That's us, Chook Charcoal Chicken. So we are a neighborhood rotisserie chicken shop. We've got 3 locations around town. Our menu is created by Chef Alex Seidel, the James Beard Award-winning chef of Fruition and Mercantile, who's actually opening up a new pizza place out in Lake Rockies, which is going to be great. We won't talk about pizza today, though. We'll talk about chicken. So we do a charcoal-fired rotisserie chicken. That's the star of our show. Lots of salads, lots of sandwiches, tons of vegetarian and vegan options, lots of gluten-free options, but we're quick, casual service. In times not of COVID right now, we have dining rooms in all our locations, but we do a ton of takeaway, really meant for like that hearty, wholesome family meal that you want to bring home to your family or with you and your loved ones, or even just on your own. You can feel good about eating, but that's also really, really tasty.
Well, not only do you feel good about, I don't look at it as what it is really good for you, healthy food, but it's delicious. I mean, sometimes when you think of healthy, you think, oh, another boring dish. My problem is, I'm talking to you and there's 2 more things in my mind that I really want that I didn't even think about. One was the chicken salad you were eating when I got you to get on. All right, tell us, your basic thing is rotisserie chicken.
Correct, yeah. Right. So rotisserie chicken, so we did the reason that it's special and the reason that Chook really exists is, we're all used to going to the grocery store and getting that sad little chicken in the little plastic bubble, and you don't know how long it's been there, and you don't know where it came from, and it's just not it's got a bunch of like really terrible salt in it. It's just not good. And that's what we all grew up with, is what we're used to, but it's not real. So for us, we use a really high quality chicken that was raised by Amish farmers in northern Indiana. We brine it here in house. We baste it with this rub called shamula that's full of like fresh and dried spices, cook it over charcoal, and it's just this like really lovely rotisserie chicken that you can't really get anywhere else.
Yes, she said. Yes, she said.
And so that's really the star of our show, is this rotisserie chicken that Alex Seidel created. And my partner Adam Schlegel, who started the Snooze restaurants with his brother John, this was his idea. He lived in Melbourne, Australia for a while with his wife and his family, and then moved back to Colorado, where he's from. And there's a bunch of little chicken shops all over the place, and they're fresh, and they cook it over charcoal, and you go grab it before you're going to go to the beach or before you go home to dinner. And it's just easy and accessible. And for us, our price point's easy and accessible, and it's something everybody can go eat a couple of times a week if they want, and you feel good after you're done.
I can eat it every day because of all the stuff.
I do, and I'm not gaining weight. So
I wish I
nice and trim and being healthy, and yeah, it's good, but it's just good wholesome food. And Alex's salads and sandwiches are excellent.
Yeah,
our chicken salad's the best.
Would you put that down for me too, please?
Yeah. I will.
But your chicken salad is incredible. But then your sides in salads, you keep, like, you have the beet salad and the Greek salad, and chopped salad, and then my new favorite, which is I think the latest one, is green goddess. And when I saw green goddess, I thought it was going to be that really heavy green goddess stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But tell people what it is because it's awesome.
Yeah, so we added that to the menu really kind of to highlight all the charred vegetables and everything else that we do here so well. So it's just a little bit of cauliflower rice that we cook here in house, char over the fire, turn into a rice. So cauliflower rice, lots of charred vegetables like green beans. We got some fresh, other fresh veg in there, topped with a little bit of our house-made green goddess dressing. You can add chicken to it. You can add falafel, but it's just this nice vegetarian bowl that's really filling, and it's tons of veg, and you can eat it for lunch, pop in, pop out, get it quick, and then go on with the rest of your day, or have it for dinner, share it with a couple of people. It makes a great side to share with some folks as well. But yeah, the sides are really part of the fun with the menu here.
Right, and you have all the different vegetables and potatoes, and if they want mac and cheese or mashed potatoes, or if you want to be healthy.
Yeah, if you trust me, it's not, our menu is really, the whole menu is 100% clean, but there's tons of butter in those mashed potatoes. There's tons of cheese in the mac and cheese. You can feel, if you feel like you want some comfort food, especially if the snow comes down later and it's kind of crummy outside and you want to warm up, rotisserie chicken with some mashed potatoes and gravy and a side of mac and cheese and a couple of our Pacific dinner rolls is like the perfect comfort food for a nice storm at home.
And now you've added falafel.
What's that? Oh, falafel, yes. Yeah, so we really like, even though we're a chicken shop, wanting to serve, vegetarians and vegans and have some options on the menu for people that don't eat meat. And so again, with that clean food and really bringing Alex's recipes to the forefront. So his falafel, it's exceptional. It's really, really fresh and exceptionally bright and just really, really tasty. So we added falafel to the menu in the winter
too?
It is vegan, yeah. It does come with a side of tzatziki, which is not vegan, but the falafel is vegan.
If you're vegan, you know that. But could a vegan person, I have a couple of vegan friends.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can get the green goddess bowl. We can make that as a vegan bowl and add falafel to it. A little bit of our chimichurri is vegan and it's delicious. And that instead of the green goddess dressing, which does have a little bit of egg in it. So it's vegetarian, but not vegan. But salads we can make vegan. We can add the falafel to those salads. We've been trying to figure out a way, maybe, no promises, but later on in the year doing like a falafel sandwich on some house-made.
I actually looked this morning before I talked to you to see if you were doing a falafel sandwich yet.
Yeah, so Adam's working on that one. It's really for us, it's about trying to find the right bread. So yeah, trying to find the right pita bread for that wrap, because our menu is 100% clean and we don't have any preservatives in our food or any artificial ingredients and everything's made from scratch, trying to find the right bread is kind of a challenge, which is why our Pacific dinner rolls are baked at Food Mill, which is our sister commissary bakery, Alex and Adam's bakery. So all of our sweets come from Food Mill because we wanted to get the best rolls possible, but made with ingredients that we can believe in and stand behind. And so trying to find the right bread for a falafel wrap.
Really because that's very funny, because my first thought today was, let me just look and see. I know all the chicken ones. Do you do a falafel sandwich?
So, I mean, right now, just get a Greek salad, add falafel to it, and then you can get some rolls. But we're trying to figure that one out. So no promises, but who knows? Maybe for summer of 2022.
If we ever get out of this mess. Right now. And you have desserts.
Yep. Yeah. So we've got a couple of sweets, chocolate chip cookies with a little bit of brown butter and Maldon sea salt. They're delicious. We do a s'mores cookie that's actually gluten-free. So 2 gluten-free graham cracker cookies with a toasted marshmallow, caramel, and chocolate center. It's just ridiculous. And then our signature dessert is actually a signature Australian sweet called a lamington. And it's 2 layers of yellow sponge with a raspberry filling wrapped in dark chocolate and desiccated coconut. So it's just this nice little kind of like 4-bite dessert, nice and sweet, just the right amount.
I'm a chocolate chip cookie person, but I think that dessert really is good. And you have wine and drinks and everything.
We do, yeah. So we've only got a full bar at one of our locations, but we do at all locations. We serve beer, wine, cocktails. We do a cocktail they're called Happy Pots. So we can take them to go. You can have them here in house, but just classics like margaritas and Negroni and old fashioned. But really a really simple beverage menu. We do wines from Asimo Wine, which is a local winery here that makes wines from Italian grapes. It's great stuff, but really approachable, really fun, really simple drink menu.
Okay, now right now you're on Pearl and Louisiana and Pearl.
Actually, so right now I'm hiding, I'm close to you. I'm on the 8th Avenue shop.
Well, that's
So
my shop.
Yeah, that's your shop, Gabby's
Well,
shop. So we've got three current locations. The original is the Pearl Street location that you just mentioned, and that's right on the corner of Louisiana and South Pearl Street in the South Pearl neighborhood. And then we have, this is our second location. We're on East 8th Avenue and Birch, about 4 blocks east of Colorado Boulevard.
Everybody go to the other one so it isn't too crowded for me.
Yeah, we got to keep this one nice and streamlined for Gabby. And then we opened up a little over a year ago. We opened up our third location at the Stanley Marketplace.
And people out there adore it.
Yeah, it's been really fun being in that neighborhood. It's been good. And then we're actually, so our fourth location, it's almost within a year, within a month, we've been opening up a location every year in like December. And so this year, we were planning on opening up down south a little bit farther in the Cherry Hills Marketplace down on Orchard and South University. So University and Orchard.
Excuse me, if somebody doesn't know, it's actually what used to be the wooden table, right?
Correct, absolutely. So it's in the Cherry Hills Marketplace. It's pretty big, but we wanted a little bit more kitchen space.
That's got
so that we can, because it's got a big kitchen. So we built that kitchen out because we actually have some really cool favorites that we're not able to keep up with in demand. So we do a chicken pot pie. Have you had one yet? Okay, I'm gonna bring one for you so you can try it. So we do a chicken pot pie, and it's made from our rotisserie chicken, our charred vegetables, and then Alex created a recipe for the actual base of the pie to be this like really gravy forward with some sauteed onions, some sauteed celery, topped with a handmade pie crust from Food Mill.
I've never heard it.
All right, well, I'll bring you one. We sell them frozen, so that you can't order them and eat them here. We sell them specifically frozen so you can stock up your freezer. So you throw them in your freezer. It's $8. It's a perfect little meal for one, or share it with two if you have some other stuff. Put it in the oven, 350 for 45 minutes to an hour until the top's nice and toasted and the gravy's kind of bubbling up. So we're hoping with the bigger kitchen down at the new location that we'll be able to create a few more of those dishes and have a few more supply for those little sneaky fans of the menu that love the stuff that we can't keep up with. So yeah.
Well, every time I talk to you, it's always something. And I see you now are doing chicken soup.
Yeah, chicken noodle soup. So we do.
I never saw that before either.
That one was new too. So we did, and we still can do it. It was called Booyah stew. I don't know if you remember the Booyah stew.
I know about it.
And so we tweaked it a little bit, and we're like, what's missing from this menu?
Explain what Booyah stew.
Oh yeah, Booyah. So Chef Alex Seidel's from Racine, Wisconsin, and up in his part of the where he grew up, there's a stew called Booyah, and it's just this leftover stew. So you take whatever grains or maybe some pasta, whatever vegetables, if you got some chicken, and you make a stew from leftovers. So it's a way to kind of celebrate the food that you may have left over in your fridge, but making it hearty and wholesome for your family or for your friends the next day. So for us here, we wanted to take all those pieces of the menu that we love and create a dish out of it. So we did a Booyah stew, and we still sell a Booyah Kit, which is meant to go home with you if you're getting a whole chicken, maybe some sides, you don't know what to do with the leftovers. I mean, having some extra pulled chicken in your fridge is always great, but sometimes you're like, what am I going to do with it? Eat it cold?
Yes, I am.
I do.
Because it's never left over, because I'm always
right? Exactly. So like we wanted to do something kind of like spice it up a little bit. So the Booyah Kit is you get some quinoa that's already been cooked for you. You get some charred mixed vegetables, the carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli that we grill here over our charcoal, and you get some of our house-made chicken stock, and it's $10, and it's a whole quart of chicken stock and a whole pint of vegetables and a whole pint of quinoa. It's a lot of food. And you take that, you pull some chicken, throw it into it, heat it up, and then you have a meal. Okay. And so that's what the Booyah stew is. And the kit you can still get to take home, but we decided we wanted to do some chicken noodle soup, so we tweaked the recipe a little bit. Still with our house-made chicken stock, our pulled chicken, our charred mixed vegetables, and we do just our orchietti that we use for the mac and cheese. Swapped that out for the quinoa, tweaked it a little bit, and now we have a really great chicken noodle soup.
I've never had anything there that isn't just great. Okay, the new restaurant, tell us about it and when it's open.
You got it. So it's same locate or same concept, Chook charcoal chicken, same menu that's available at all the other locations. We're going to be located in the Cherry Hills Marketplace, right where the wooden table was, right next to, there's a Saza down there. There's a Trader Joe's. I love it because there's a hardware store and we seem to always need to go to the hardware store. So we can go across the street to the Ace if we need something. But a great little neighborhood shopping center. So we're going right in there. There's parking. We got a patio, and it's going to be fun. So we're wrapping up all of our inspections for construction this week and next. We're kind of moving into it slowly, and then we're going to do our best to try and staff it with a bunch of really awesome people, and hopefully, we'll be open sometime in February is the goal. So we're looking for a February open, which is right around the corner. So
right, yeah, a couple of weeks. And in the meantime, your staff, your people, and when you order carryout, they are phenomenal. Because if you want, they'll bring them out to you. But if you go in, I mean, the staff, every single time I go in, they're different people sometimes. They're all just incredible.
Thank you for that. That means a lot.
Well, I watch people. Some of the people I'd like to say, couldn't you behave better? But, but do you want to talk just a little bit about what the new Omicron thing has caused?
Yeah, it's been, the last month has been harder than the last 2 years in terms of staffing, keeping staff healthy, keeping, knowing what's going to happen with everyone. And luckily, it's affected. We've had probably 50% of our staff test positive over the last month. And even in my personal life, people that I know from my personal life, I've known more people that have tested positive.
I hardly knew the whole 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I hardly ever really knew somebody as tragic as the 2 years were. Now, every time it's somebody else I know. Yeah.
I mean, I've been lucky enough to not catch the virus. And so
please, God.
And we do have, we've got really some strict protocols. Unless I'm Zooming with Gabby, I've got a mask on. Our staff wears masks. We've all been vaccinated and boosted. We keep our places clean as much as possible. In terms of keeping COVID clean, so lots of sanitization. We closed our dining rooms down in the first week of January. So the last 2 weeks, we haven't had dining in our restaurants. So we switched to only takeaway. That's interesting
to know, because I might say, I know a place that's safe, and I would go eat there, which I do.
Yeah. And for us, it's really about.
I think it's great.
Yeah, so we wanted to make sure that people could still get our food. A lot of restaurants just simply shut down, just closed, and we haven't closed. We don't like to close. We like to serve our communities, and we like to be there as a resource for the people that live in our neighborhood. And so we switched to takeout only. We're trying to just ride this wave to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. And really, we're trying to keep our staff safe. If people get sick and they need to go quarantine at home, we don't let them come back. We follow all the guidelines. We're actually a little bit stricter, and we force people to if you have a snivelly nose, don't come in.
I agree with you.
We're going to pay you to stay home. Here's your sick pay.
Good for you.
Stay home and get some rest, and then come back whenever you're feeling good. So we pay our employees, a little bit of sick time whenever they can, so that they can make sure that they're paying their bills. We have a really good structure here where our staff does make pretty good money per hourly in terms of a quick service restaurant. So we make sure they're supported, but we want to make sure that the teams aren't getting each other sick. And really making sure that we just stay healthy and ride it out. So we're doing our best to kind of ride through the last couple of weeks and the next couple of weeks. Our food was really built for takeout though, so it's we're a really good go-to when you don't want to cook. And whenever we have our dining rooms back open,
perfect.
So when our dining rooms open back up, that's great. We'll be ready for you to come in and dine with us. But we're still open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily at all of our locations. So lunch and dinner and everything in between whenever you're ready to get some chicken.
And you can either call or go to the web page.
Yeah, and it's you could call if you wanted to. It's much easier to order online. So our phone number, which I'll probably give it to you at the end, but 303-282-8399. That reaches all of our locations.
Right.
So it takes you to a menu where you can choose where you're going to pick up. But also our website, which is just Chook Chicken, CHOOK chicken.com.
I have one of those. I don't have that.
I'll make you come work the cashier here in a little bit. Maybe if I get more people.
You know what? I would be thrilled if I had to pick a place. And I would not, if you said you needed me, I would be there. Seriously.
I know.
I'm not too talented, but I could take the orders.
You'd be great. It'd be great. I wouldn't make you work on the rotisserie, I promise. No rotisserie.
You would be really sorry.
But yeah, so chookchicken.com is our website, and from there you can order online. If you go to our website, you can order for pickup, you can order for delivery. So chookchicken.com, click on the online ordering link, and it'll take you to which location you want to go to, and then you can order. Everything is available there, and then it's great because you click send, it goes right to our kitchen. We cook your food for you. It takes us about, if you're ordering online, usually 15 to 20 minutes. So by the time you place the order and then show up, it's ready to go. You can pull up, grab it, give us a buzz, let us know you're outside. Right. Or just come in and we've got bags labeled. You can grab it and go, and you're in and out in less than, hopefully just a couple of seconds.
No, because I had a friend who had a procedure at Rose Hospital. I called up, picked up stuff, your darling little person, brought it to the car, and I could take my friend home and have something for her to eat. And it's delicious and perfect. But I do have one cute story, and that is, two guys in my life. One is my nephew, who's in the wine business in California, does very well. The other guy is my best friend, lives in New York and works for a fast food gourmet place there. Two guys, I took them both when I had to choose which great restaurant to take these guys to lunch. I said, oh, Chook. And, somebody said, how could you do that? There's these fancy. I said, never mind. Both of them, that's all they talk about. And I know Dave has gone back. That's my friend, best friend. And he tells everybody in that place, you have to be like Chook Chicken. They don't know, and he keeps carrying. So on both coasts, everybody wants you. But I want you here.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. It really does.
It's just a great place to be. Okay, before we hang up, you're open all the time, every day, and you're not closing there's no holiday coming up.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King. Okay. Aside from that, give all the vitals again.
You got it. So website, www.chookchicken.com. All our locations are listed there as well. So if you don't remember an address or a neighborhood, just check it out. Our phone number is 303-282-8399. Again, that one phone number can reach all our locations. But we're down in the South Pearl neighborhood at Louisiana and South Pearl Street, just a couple of blocks from Washington Park, right on the north side of South Pearl Street.
Right.
Here over in the Mayfair Hilltop neighborhood on East 8th Avenue at 4340 East 8th Avenue. That's another Denver location, just about 4 blocks east of the Trader Joe's on Colorado Boulevard and 8th. Everybody knows Trader Joe's. And then over in the Stanley Marketplace in Aurora, which is just outside of the Central Park neighborhood. Tons of really cool restaurants out there. We share a wall with Annette, which is great.
It's fabulous. Cool. It's nothing like Chook.
Super fun. Yeah, nothing like Chook. So it's fun to have, go there for a fancy, nice celebration meal at night out, and then, for us for lunch a couple of days a week. And then our new location, which is going to be opening in February next month, is down in the Cherry Hills Marketplace on Orchard and University. So 2500 East Orchard Road, Suite C, 2500 East Orchard Road, right there next to the Saza, another Trader Joe's, and then in that nice little shopping center that's down there in the heart of that neighborhood.
And February is a couple of weeks, so you're opening.
A couple of weeks late. Yeah, very, very soon. Yeah.
Well, I want everybody to please like and subscribe to the Gabb on YouTube so you can see the show and all of them. It'll be up on Facebook and Instagram. Randy, you know I love you. I think you've got the best place in town, the most wonderful operation, and there's nothing about it that I don't adore. And congratulations on the new one. I'll be there as soon as I'm allowed. And much love. Stay well.
Thank you, Gabby. You too. We love you too. And yeah, we'll see you later.
Much love to everybody. Thank you. Have a great day. Please stay well and be safe. Thank you.